Hello there, this is Derek again and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm just going to be sharing with you 7 tips or features that is actually not visible on an iPhone and make people don't feel like using an iPhone. And if it's introduced on an iPhone, I think it's going to make a lot of people switch from Android to iPhone, and then yeah, that is going to be helpful. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. Don't forget to like this video, share to anyone you think this is going to be helpful to them. And without further ado, let's just dive into the video. So first of all, the feature I want to share with you is called system navigation. So with this system navigation, that is where you're going to see this back and then home key right here. But when you are using an iPhone, you're just going to have this one right here, this gesture right here, gesture navigation. And you're just going to have this gesture where you swipe home like this, and you're going to get your home bar as a line right here. Most often you're going to get it from the iPhone 10 upwards. But when you're using maybe 8 plus downwards, you're going to get a home key right here, right? I'm shooting with my iPhone so I can just show you right away. So when you are having an iPhone, you're going to get a home key right here, which I think it makes users a bit limited because someone can just switch from an Android phone to an iPhone and might be wanting to just get these features right here, these gestures right here, navigations right here, and without this, they might just find themselves once and wouldn't want to use the phone any longer. So with this second one right here, that is 2 balance gesture, you get your back key right here and then your home key right here. With where the gesture right here, you just swipe back like how you do on an iPhone. You swipe back like this and then you are good to go to your next page. So with the third one, that is 3 button navigation, what you're going to get is you get your back key and then your home key and also the part where you're going to press in order to just get all your open pages right here. So if I'm just suggesting, if iPhone is actually going to just allow users to just get this settings right here or this feature right here to make them choose from this one right here, that is like the default one right here, to be able to get the 2 button navigation or the 3 button navigation. I think they're going to get more Android users trying to use an iPhone, and maybe it might be very easier for people to just use an iPhone, because I think that is something that is holding a lot of people who are using an Android phone. The second feature I want to share with you guys is double tap to check phone. So someone is going to tell me you get to see whatever it's on your phone when you just raise your phone, and the phone is just going to wake up. So this is a phone which is lying down like this. Immediately I raise it, it's going to wake up. Yeah, that is how Android phones too are. But with a double tap, iPhone doesn't have. So let me just switch off the screen like this. And when I double tap, it's just going to wake the phone up. When I switch it off, I double tap, it's going to wake the phone up. iPhone doesn't have this settings right here. And I think it makes it a bit limited because maybe sometimes you might be asleep or something. You don't have to raise your phone to check your time or your notifications. You double tap and you're good to go. You're going to get your notifications right there. You're going to see anything. You're at a meeting, your phone might be lying by you. You don't need to raise it to distract people. You just have to double tap and then you are good to go. You're going to see everything that is on your screen. So I think that is one of the features Apple need to introduce, or maybe in some years to come, maybe iOS 15 is going to be introduced in order to just make users enjoy this right here. So someone might be like, okay, so iPhone has widgets and then Android don't have. Android had widgets long ago before iPhone did. So you can see right here, these are all widgets. And when I tap on it like this, you're going to see I can just change the size or something of the widgets right here. You see, I can just change the size, and basically that is cool. I can even add more widgets right there. So when I press hold on the screen, you're going to see widgets. I tap on it and it's going to show me the apps which I can use as widgets right here. So you see, Android do have widgets. It's not as if iPhone brought widgets or something. So if maybe they want to pick something, a feature from here, it doesn't mean anything. They are just trying to be helping other people who's going to use the phone, just make them enjoy the phone. That is all they want to do. So I don't think it's going to be a problem. They're trying to do this double tap right here and then make the phone easier for people to use. The next feature I want to share with you is this clear all right here. This is one thing I think iPhone needs to get it. Seriously, it's one of the features I think iPhone needs to get it. So for instance, maybe I've opened a lot of apps right here and then I want to close everything at once. I swipe up like this and I scroll and I go to the back side of it and I'm going to get clear all right here. I tap on it and everything is gone. I swipe up again, I don't see no recent items, which iPhone doesn't have. You need to just go up, swipe one after the other before you're going to be able to close everything. I think if iPhone is actually going to be able to add this feature right here, it's going to be very helpful. It's going to be a nifty feature on iPhone, and I think it's going to help a lot of people, because sometimes maybe if apps are opened like this on the phone, it drains the battery a lot. And I think if maybe this is introduced, it's going to make the phone very, very cool, and it's going to make a lot of people like it because it's a feature I've always been looking up for. I think maybe in iOS 15 come 7 June, if it's being launched, I'm praying I see some cool features like these ones. and I think it's going to be helpful because a lot of people are going to be like, yo, this is a feature that needs to come. If you are watching this video and you feel this feature needs to come on an iPhone, just comment below that this needs to come. This feature needs to come. Seriously, you highlight this feature, clear all feature, it needs to come right here on an iPhone. Again, another feature that is really nifty right here too is multiple users. So if maybe this is me, I'm a user, I'm an admin, I'm D, and then I want to give my phone to a friend. I feel like I have a lot of confidential things he doesn't have to see. I can put this on guest and it's going to change everything totally. So this is how my screensaver is. I'm going to go to guest and y'all going to see something right here. So let me go and then go to guest. So I go to multiple users right here and then I tap on guest like this and then I get switched to guest and you're going to see the phone is just going to switch totally and then everything is going to change. So you see everything now it's changed. Like everything is changed, everything looks new, the apps are new, everything is new. But when you go to my apps, I have about 300 apps right here on this phone. But when I give this phone to a guest, it's going to be very new. Nothing is going to be on the app. I go to my call logs, even I don't think I'm going to see anything right here. I go to my contacts, I'm not going to see anything. So you give the phone to someone, maybe they want to just use the phone for a while, you put it on guest. This is going to allow them not to go through your stuffs, and that is very cool because I can go to my pictures and nothing is going to be there. Even you're not going to see anything. This is like everything is different, and that is one nifty feature I like, which I think iPhone should just introduce so that it makes users love their phones very well. So when I want to switch back, I'm just going to tap on this side and I click on my name like it, and then it's going to switch back to my normal phone, and that is basically very cool. So you see everything is mine now, and I'm just going to click on home and you can see the apps right here I have on my phone. So that is a nifty feature right there. And when iPhone is being introduced to a phone, maybe you might give the phone to your little sister or brother, and then you don't want them to go through your apps or something. You can just switch to guest, and basically that is very cool. So that is one nifty feature on there that iPhone should introduce to their users or introduce to the phone. So the next one I want to share with you is about battery saver right here. So you might be like, yeah, there is low mode on iPhones, and yes, there is battery saver too right here. So when it gets to 15% right here, it turns on automatically. Right, there is another one that is extreme battery saver. So when I turn on extreme battery saver, right now my phone is on 1%. So when I turn on battery saver, it's gonna ask me if I want to turn on extreme battery saver right here. So when I tap on yes like this, I tap on the extreme battery saver, it's gonna give me a notification that extreme battery saver is on. And when I go to my home, you're gonna see all the apps being grayed out. You're not gonna see well here. So all the apps are being grayed out, and you're gonna permit the apps you want them to work, right? So it's actually going off. So all these apps are grayed out, and you're gonna permit the apps you want them to work. So when I go to the ones I normally make them work, you're gonna see them normally opened. But when I want to make an app work myself, I tap on it like this, and it's gonna give me a notification, which is going to be like you want to permit the app to work for a while, and it's gonna be working for about 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, you get a notification, and then it just get grayed out again, which means it's not going to work. So right now on extreme battery saver, none of the background apps are working. Nothing is working unless the apps you've permitted right here, which is Play Store, Photos, and then Flash Score, and then WhatsApp, and some apps you've permitted right here. That is the only app that is going to work right here. And with this, it doesn't make apps run in the background, and your phone might be low. You might be far away from home or somewhere where you don't have your charger right close to you. It's going to make your phone last longer than it used to be. Even with the battery saver, extreme battery saver is going to make your phone last longer than battery saver. So I think that is one of the niftiest feature. If Apple is able to introduce to their new iPhone or new iOS 15 that is coming, I think it's going to be very helpful. It's going to be a game changer. Maybe if it's not going to be named extreme battery saver, maybe another name which is going to make it a bit challenging, a bit cool, because someone will be like, Apple can't introduce this in order to make it look like they are stealing Android. Yo, they've been copying themselves. Android brought widgets, Apple stole it. Apple brought some other feature, which was Siri, and then Android also stole it. Hey Google right there. So I think there are a lot of things right here. So the final feature I want to share with you is Google Assistant. So this is a feature which is going to wake Google Assistant up by pressing the edges of your phone, and that is one of the niftiest feature I think I have seen on an Android phone right here. So I think with this, Apple can actually do something that is going to be like, maybe you hold the edges or you hold beneath of the phone to turn on Siri without saying hey Siri or hey Google. So I'm just going to press the side of it like this, and you're going to see it's going to wake up. That is it. I press the side of the phone, like I press the sides of the edges like this, and then it's going to wake Google up. You can say hey Google and it's going to wake up. You see it's up here. hey Google is gonna wake up. But to prevent that, you can just press the edges right here and it's still gonna wake up. Tell me a joke and it's still gonna work.
Why can't a bicycle stand on its own? It's just too tired.
So you see, it still works like Siri, and then that is basically very cool. So I think these are the top 7 Android features which, if they are being introduced to an iPhone, it's gonna make it work very, very well. It's gonna be very, very nice, and it's gonna make users actually switch from an Android phone to an iPhone, from an iPhone to an Android phone, back and forth. And I know there are a lot of settings that is actually gonna differentiate these two phones. It's gonna make them two distinct phones, rather than saying maybe if they introduce these features, it's gonna make it look like one is telling one or something. Because right now, you know, Android users can send files or send music from one phone to another phone, where iPhone doesn't allow that. So I think maybe in some years to come, it's gonna allow it or something. Yeah, so that is not as if maybe someone is copying someone. Both have different cameras. The way their camera softwares do work, it's different. So I think maybe trying to do something similar like what I said is gonna make the phone very cool, and it's gonna be a game changer. It's gonna make users like the phone, and I think it's gonna be helpful. So if you feel maybe there's one settings right there you think maybe it needs to be present in an iPhone, just state below, because I know the ones which I think is gonna be very, very helpful for me is the clear all right here, which you're gonna be able to just get this feature right here. That is what I want to see right now, seriously, on an iPhone. Clear all, I tap on it and everything is gone. That is what I want to see on an iPhone. Rather than just swiping up from one to another, to another, to another, yo, it's going to delay time. So with that one, I think it's going to be helpful. So if this video was very helpful, just give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share to anyone you think they like these kind of videos, and I'm going to catch you in the next video. Peace.